All, Hi all of you are most welcome in this video class. Today we will be learning about menstrual cycle. This topic is from chapter 3 of human reproduction. The reproductive cycle in the female primates. Primates means this monkey, this ape, human, chimpanzee, gorilla, orangutan. All these belonging to primates. In their female, there is one cycle. That cycle is known as menstrual cycle. The first menstruation begins at puberty and is called menarche. The beginning of menstrual cycle in human female as the females of primates is called menarche. Means after attaining the age of 14 to 15, the menstrual cycle begins in human female, yeah, females of all the primates. That cycle is called menstrual menarche. In human females, menstruation is repeated at an average interval of 28 and 29 days. This is the cycle. We can say that a menstrual cycle is a part of a biological clock. This clock is divided into 28 days, not 28 hours. It is divided into 28 days. Sometimes it becomes 29 also. So the length of menstrual cycle is for 28 to 29 days. And this cycle events start from one menstruation till the next one is called the menstrual cycle. It will start from here. It will complete 20 days. Then it again start. This cycle is called menstrual cycle. This cycle is called menstrual cycle. One ovum. One ovum is released on 14th day of menstrual cycle, that is middle of each menstrual cycle. The major events of menstrual cycles are there are some phases are there. That phases are called, first phase is called menstruation phase. It lasts for first to 5 days. So what happens during menstruation phase? The uterine uterine wall means the wall of uterus. It breaks down and menstruation occurs, means bleeding takes place. Second is follicular phase. Second is what? Follicular phase. This lasts from 6 to 11 days. What happens during this phase? Uterine wall thickens again. So means the wall of uterus, that is endometrium, start becoming thicker because earlier it was broken down. Now again there will be formation of the uterus wall and this wall will become thicker. Then next stage is third phase is ovulatory phase. This is what? Ovulatory phase. Third part is it lasts from 12 to 16 days. What happens during this phase? The ovulation occurs, means ovum is released. Generally, ovum is released on 14 days. This ovulatory phase lasts from 12 to 16 days. From 12 to 16 days, this phase is called ovulatory phase. And ovulation takes place. Ovulation means ovum is released on 14 days. 14th days. Then next phase is luteal phase. This luteal phase lasts for 17 to 28 days, what happened? The uterine wall continue to thicken. Okay, it become more thicker and it is ready for the embryo to get implanted. In case ovum which is released on 14th day, in case it is fertilized, it will become more high vascular. The wall of uterus will become more vascular and then there will be no menstruation. But in case the ovum which is released on 14th day, if it not unfertilized, then again this menstruation phase will again start, then it will followed by follicular phase, then ovulatory phase, then this is what? Luteal phase. So this is what menstrual cycle. If we see different events which are taking place, different activities which are taking place in the during this menstrual cycle, so it can be elaborated on this diagram. The cycle, menstrual cycle, start with menses, means bleeding takes place. So bleeding from 1st to 5 days, there is a bleeding takes place. So this period is called menstruation period. When the menstrual flow occurs and it lasts for 3 to 5 days, the menstrual flow results due to breakdown of endometrium wall. There is a breakdown of the wall of uterus and it's a blood vessel which form liquid that comes out through vagina. Menstruation only occurs if the released ovum is not fertilized. This ovum which is released on 14th day of the menstrual cycle, if it is not fertilized, only then there will be menstruation. Lack of menstruation, if suppose there is no menstruation, it may indicate that it is an indication of pregnancy. However, sometimes there will be no menstruation because of some other causes like stress, poor health. If the girl, the female lady is what under stress, psychological stress, work stress, family stress. Yeah, sometimes they are taking some medicine also. So in these cases, there may be no menstrual as well. The menstrual phase is followed by follicular phase. If we divide this whole diagram, so it is divided in two parts. This is what? First part. This is what? Second part. So we can say that follicular phase. Before ovulation, there is a follicular phase. Why? Because there is development of follicles. There is a development of follicle. The follicular phase is also known as proliferative phase. Proliferative, they increases in number, they increases in size. That's why this phase is called what? Follicular phase or proliferative phase. Second phase is what? That is called this luteal phase, means luteum. This development of luteum. These cells of follicle without ovum. Okay, that is converted into corpus luteum, and this phase is called luteal phase or secretory phase. There is a what? Luteal phase or secretory phase. So what happens during this follicular phase? During follicular phase, the primary follicle in the ovary grows to become a fully mature Graafian follicle. This is a primary follicle. Yeah, this is primary follicle, and this is what? Mature follicle. That mature follicle is also known as Graafian follicle. And simultaneously, the endometrium of uterus degenerate through proliferation. This primary follicle is converted into Graafian follicle, and the uterus. This uterus is developing, increasing. Uterus wall is increasing, becoming a highly vascularized. It regenerates through the process called proliferation. These changes in the ovary and uterus are induced by changes in the levels of pituitary and ovarian hormone. There are some hormones which are released from pituitary gland and some ovarian hormones. They regulate this process of menstrual cycle. The secretion of gonadotropin. Earlier you have studied during the spermatogenesis and oogenesis. There is a release of gonadotropin. Gonadotropins are released from this pituitary gland. That is our luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. They increases during the follicular phase. The amount of this follicle stimulating hormone increases and they achieve a maximum level on 14th day. And same thing happen with the luteinizing hormone. It attains maximum level at its on 14th day. So they stimulate the development of follicle as well as secretion of estrogen. Estrogen means female sex hormone by the growing follicles. This growing follicle, they will be secreting what? One hormone also, that is called estrogen. Both LH, this hormone, as well as this follicle stimulating hormone, attain a peak level in the middle of the cycle. This is the middle of cycle, that is 14th day. So on 14th day, they both luteinizing hormone as well as follicle stimulating hormone, they reaches at the peak. They attain what? Peak. And that rapid secretion of luteinizing hormone leading to its maximum level during the mid-cycle called LH surge. Rapid secretion of luteinizing hormone. The middle level, that is also called LH surge. This is called LH surge. This is called LH surge. This LH surge, see here there is a LH surge and there is a rupture of Graafian follicle. This LH surge induces rupture of Graafian follicle. This Graafian follicle ruptures and there is a egg is ovum is released and thereby release of ovum. So this process is called ovulation. This process is called ovulation. The ovulation, that is ovulatory phase, that is also what? Ovulatory phase is followed by luteal phase. After the ovulation, there is a luteal phase. This is what? Luteal phase. During which the remaining part of the Graafian follicle, this remaining part of Graafian follicle transform as the corpus luteum. This remaining part of Graafian follicle is converted into what? Corpus luteum. This is what? Alloparallel structure, highly vascular, highly secretory, that is called corpus luteum. The corpus luteum secrete large amount of progesterone. Progesterone is also known as pregnancy hormone. It produces large amount of progesterone, which is essential for maintenance of endometrium wall. So this progesterone which is secreted from this gland, the progesterone which is secreted from this, there is a secretion of one hormone called progesterone. This is there is a progesterone. This progesterone it maintains the wall of endometrium. This progesterone maintains the wall of what? This progesterone maintains the wall of this endometrium. Such an endometrium is necessary for implantation of fertilized ovum, because this endometrium is essential for the implantation of the fertilized ovum. If this fertilized ovum is fertilized, it will get implanted here in the wall of uterus. For that, progesterone is very essential, and endometrium is also essential. During pregnancy, all events of the menstrual cycle stop. So if there is a ovum is getting fertilized, then all these events, menses, follicular phase, LH surge, FSS, all these events will stop and there will be no menstruation. No, after fertilization, there is a, if pregnancy is there, there will be no menstruation. In the absence of fertilization, corpus luteum degenerates. Suppose there is a no fertilization, then what will happen? This corpus luteum will degenerate. It will what? Degenerate. Okay. This causes disintegration of endometrium because this produces one hormone called progesterone. This progesterone maintains this wall of endometrium. Now there is no secretion of progesterone, so this it will not be maintained. Endometrium wall will not be maintained, which ultimately lead into menstruation. Again, there will be bleeding, marking a new cycle. In human beings, menstrual cycle stop around 50 years of age. As soon as a lady achieves the age of 50 years, by the age of 50 years, the uh, menstrual cycle stop in human female. That is termed as menopause. What is menopause? So ceasing of a stoppage of menstrual cycle in human female at the age of 50, that is called menopause. Cyclic menstruation is an indicator of normal reproductive phase and it extends between menarche and menopause. So we can say that cyclic menstruation is an indicator of normal reproductive phase. If lady is menstruating, only then she is there in reproductive phase, and this phase in human female extend from menarche to menopause. Extend from menarche to menopause. I hope that all these points are clear to everybody. Thank you very much for watching this video. Like, comment, share it with your friend and subscribe my channel to get latest educational updates.